Cal appears to offer software that allows banks to innovate within the ATM channel. Can you give me some examples of where Cal has helped a bank deliver some really innovative applications?
We have many such examples. Perhaps the first one I can think of is a kiosk solution that we did for a bank in Thailand. And this, we believe, was very innovative as banking kiosks go because firstly, the bank integrated a large number of different transactions, bill payment transactions, fund transfer transactions, and the interesting thing was that these transactions had to be done against different kinds of hosts that were within a bank. Now normally, historically, when a bank had to do that, these ended up being very large and very expensive projects because they had to create a middle tier of technology that would integrate all of these different transactions that came from different server endpoints. Instead, what we did was to integrate all of these transactions onto the kiosk itself. In other words, our kiosk application, the Cal software solution, would communicate with different hosts, work with them, make sure that the transaction is correct, do necessary reversals if you had to do a reversal. This is quite complicated technology to put together, and historically these things didn't happen on a kiosk. Historically these things happened in a middle tier of a solution, and that of course all added cost. And they would communicate with these multiple hosts simultaneously. So the kiosk transaction today does all of those things without needing that middle tier of technology, which reduced the cost of the project significantly for the bank. But we did one other thing. We integrated the kiosk application with kiosk devices that the bank was able to buy off the shelf from famous companies around the world that develop individual components, things like card readers, components like pin pads and so on, which meant that the bank was able to buy these components at a very good price and was able to get the hardware integration done under their control exactly the way that they wanted it to be done. And the hardware integration was done by a local hardware partner that the bank chose. Cal delivered all of the software technology for that, including the XFS drivers, which are very important in order to control the specific devices that the bank chose.